Welcome, folks, to another exciting college football matchup. We've got an intriguing neutral setting for this battle here today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So Syracuse's offense comes on the field first today. And here comes that star wide receiver, certainly one of the focal points of the offense, one of the best in college football. He has that kind of, yeah, I'm him aura. I'm the best player on the field.
The field, but this guy crawled out of the bed, thought he was the best. He's confident, but he carries it as a guide for his team. It gives them confidence because they know that when he's great, they have a chance to win every game. They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Breaking free at the 35. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Makes a quick catch. Breaking free at the 35. Look at him run through those tacklers. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Syracuse is now operating in the red zone. Gives it to the back. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Orangemen.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Hurricanes offense. possession today. And here we go, Kirk, this matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. Two extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. Better get your popcorn ready.
You guys up front lined up. It's first down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Wow, taking a shot on the very first play. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility of what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, the whole key on 4 verts is being able to give the quarterback enough time to assess the defense. Because once he's got his receivers downfield, if he has time to make that throw, you're going to come up with some big gains.
First down, looking to throw the football. Pass caught, can he get in? The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1. A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. And they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Makes it with the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They'll try and run it. There's the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. We got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. From the shotgun, drops back. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Launches downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles. They can get outside. And they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Canes. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown for the U. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Bringing pressure. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down?
I like the call here. 3rd down and long, you know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
Returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And they'll fling this one deep down the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Defense is coming after him. And the junior gets home making a sack there.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33. The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Second down after that completion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here. So we'll check the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's got it. Gets some space around the 30. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start.
False start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. And for our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
The tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Pressure is coming. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Hold it.
See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times, college. Game comes down to just a play or two, and that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Getting set. Here's second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And the pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. He's running out of time here. First throw from the backup, but it's incomplete.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Motion by the back, defense better adjust. The pass rush closing in, and he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there, they just weren't able to complete it.
The offense gets a chance to start with a short field. They'll try the right here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second. Up for this offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like the defense has it. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Miami. And the defense joins the party with a score. Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
That makes the score Miami 28.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. First down here for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. And then first down, right back to the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Great call here by the defensive coordinator, sending that linebacker on the blitz, and it works out for the sack. And tell you, Miami linebacker play over the years, I would put up there with anybody in the country.
It's intercepted. The defense sniffed out the screen pass. And he's got some open field ahead. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Number 30.
They convert the PATs, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
That makes the score Miami 35. Syracuse.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. He's going to hand this off. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day.
The quarterback here puts too much air under the football, and the defensive back is able to go up and make a nice play on the interception.
Rush set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Send the back in motion. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great game in the play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick completion to the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion sets up a second down play. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Receiver makes the catch, and he's tackled after the catch.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. Well, the offense failed earlier on a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Finds his target, and it's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Second down after that previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. And the defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Canes. Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Miami, 42, Syracuse.
Back, ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hits the running back in the flat. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Syracuse lines up quickly. They look to throw it here on second down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Looking to throw it on first down. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield while spotted at the 42. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. On first and 10, looking to throw. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. And the quarterback dropping back. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Morrison. Just found some room at the 45. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back in cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Syracuse will kick it off to get the second half underway. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the 3rd. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Solid game, moves the ball to the 43. Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. Runs through the defender. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The game makes it second and medium. Toss play to the outside. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about.
Hold it. Open.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Lets it go quickly. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He finds the running back in the flat. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now. Punt team ready to move it away. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Look at this, he'll go deep again. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown for the U. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Point after, up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The shotgun handoff here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend.
It's a sack. They've got him back at the 4-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The punt team making their way on the field. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And he's able to send the punt away. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Now it's 2nd down here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. And this one is getting ugly. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at second and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Important 2nd down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. He's looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. There's the handoff. Nope, he is stopped short. The defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offensive coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. The punt will bounce out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. That's a great punt. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And the Canes pick up enough yardage for a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also, Kirk, we got a chance to see what this team is capable of when they play their best.
I completely agree with you, Chris. I was definitely impressed with this performance. We'll just have to see how far this team can really go.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.